Hey guys, Tactical Minds here. First, let's get the elephant out of the room, out of the way, right? If you guys are watching this video, you've probably seen the thumbnail image, and that's going to explain. I've been gone the last week or so, and I've been in the hospital for the last 6 days or so. I was diagnosed with pancreatitis, along with some other issues that I had that was affecting my body. Something that I didn't know at the time is that, approximately 70% or more of most of the illnesses that, we have that occur in our body start within our gastrointestinal system. They all start within our gut. You just be surprised how many things, our gut's responsible for. So I was down for a week, and to be quite honest, it was very scary. Wasn't quite sure all of what's going on. Every time I thought I came out of the woods, another problem popped up, and wasn't so sure that I was walking out of this one this time. And that's what we're going to kind of go into in this video, kind of off that. And again, during that time, for some of my viewers who know me, reached out to me personally and stuff, and I really thank you for all that. And I thank all you guys who have still shared and subscribed and watched my videos while I was away. You guys are the reason I keep making these videos, right? Obviously not money. So obviously, before we get into the video, though, got to get all the stuff out of the way, right? Because I guess YouTube doesn't like to show anything anymore these days organically, right? So I got to remind you guys to like the video if you like it, right? So YouTube will show it to people and put it in the algorithm. As always, share with your friends, comment, tell a friend about it. It helps out a lot. Subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, hit the all and stuff. I've heard of lots of channels that put out content YouTube doesn't like. They'll actually unsubscribe their customers and stuff like that, which is crazy. But anyway, all that out of the way, let's get into it. So I say do this before it's too late. And what I'm referring to is what put me in the hospital, right? I'm guilty. I'm guilty, just like a lot of, men and women in law enforcement and military, and a lot of just men and women, civilians out there in general. A lot of us are just guilty at procrastinating on one thing in particular. I mean, a lot of us are guilty of procrastinating on, our physical health and our, finances and all that stuff. And that's another topic, right? But one thing that a lot of us are very guilty in we're guilty of negating our physical health, right? We're guilty of not taking care of ourselves. We're guilty of, feeling that stomach pain or some other pain or something else. We go, that's nothing. Go ahead and kick back some ibuprofen, right? Go ahead and just throw back some ibuprofen, throw back whatever, throw a pain patch on, throw this and this. We're going to be okay, right? No need to go to the doctor. It's nothing. It'll just fix itself out in a few days, right? Until it doesn't, until it goes a while and it catches up with you and you wind up like me. You're in the hospital bed for a week, strapped to 15 wires with IVs and things hanging out of your body everywhere and wondering how the hell you got there, right? Well, probably got yourself there. I'm going to be honest with you. So I say do this before it's too late because, with everything going on right now, guys, right? I mean, we've got food supply shortages, right? We've now got, baby food supply shortages, right? We've got, an already hurt supply chain that is now going to be even more dampered because of the, diesel fuel prices and shortages, right? We've got our own fuel and gas price, that going through the roof and shortages and stuff, right? We've got other countries that produce food saying they're not going to help us out anymore. We've got these wars going on and all this stuff we got going on. I mean, we could go on and on and on, right? I mean, quite honestly, if one of us was a writer and wanted to write a book about the beginning of the apocalypse, you could probably go outside and write about what's going on day to day. And that could write a pretty damn good book to set up for the ending of the world, right? Because it kind of seems like that's what we're pushing towards, right? And that's what everybody's talking about. So everybody's kind of worried right now, right? So my point is, if true SHTF, as people call it, shit hit the fan, is about to kick off, then now is more important than ever. And now is the time to go ahead, get to the doctor, get any physical ailments out of the way that we might be dealing with, get ourselves checked out, make sure we're squared away and good to go, make sure our health and everything is in order, right? Because if SHTF is coming, I'm going to tell you guys right now, There's not going to be any doctors. There's not going to be any CVSs. There's not going to be anyone to go to. There's not going to just be, hey, pop on down to the store, get some ibuprofen, right? So it is imperative now that we take care of ourselves before it's too late. Get to the doctor, get checked out, get to the dentist, get checked out, right? Get your physical health in order. If you haven't worked out and you've thought about it for years, now's the time, man. Get your health in order, get yourself together, get up, start doing some push-ups, start out slowly, get yourself in shape, get yourself moving. One of my favorite survival movies out there, as far as the realism it shows, is Castaway. Now, is it the most sexy? No, right? There's not a lot of guns and explosions, and there's not guys, popping heads off fucking snakes with their mouth and, drinking the blood and ripping the snake off and eating it raw and all that stuff, right? But what the movie shows is what I feel is some of the more real sides of, survival. The loneliness, right? You see the guy was so lonely, he names a fucking volleyball Wilson and makes it his friend, right? He flips out when he loses it in the ocean because he feels he lost his only friend he had to talk to, right? That's a real problem in survival. And we're going to do more, another video, another time about that topic. But the other thing is, one of the things going into what I'm talking about is there's a scene, right, where his tooth is impacted, right? His tooth is infected and he's sitting there and he's, chewing on these, banana leaves or whatever he's chewing on, or seaweed to kind of help tamper with the pain. I'm assuming maybe seaweed for the salt water. But, and he says to the volleyball Wilson, he says, back home, I never went to the dentist. I hate going to the dentist. Man, what I wouldn't give for a dentist now. And when his tooth gets so impacted, he can't deal with the pain. And he realizes that, hey, something as small as that tooth, hey, that could go to your heart, that could affect your brain, that could kill you, right? He realizes this is a problem he's going to have to deal with on his own. He doesn't have pain meds. He doesn't have a dentist. So what does he do? He sharpens out the edge of a skate, an ice skate, right? He sticks it in his mouth. He goes ahead and he pops it down and knocks that tooth out, knocks that infection out, knocks himself unconscious, fixes himself up, right? And that's what he has to do to survive. That's something probably a lot of us just wouldn't have the balls to do, quite frankly. But my point is, that's what it's like. That's what it's like. There's not going to be, somebody to go to, then. So you got to go ahead and you got to take care of it now, because, if we don't take care of our physical health, guys, and we don't get ourselves, and when I say health, I say physical, but I mean mental health as well. If we don't have ourselves physically and mentally fit, then I promise you, if we go into one of these bug out scenarios, like everyone talks about, bugging out, right? Which, more likelihood is you're going to bug in. Honestly, bugging out is fucking stupid. It's a last ditch effort, right? Because that means you're going out with the shit on your back and you're not coming home. But if that were to happen, guys, if it really were to get that bad out there, like, Walking Dead or whatever these movies you want to talk about, right? Where you got to go with what's on your back, right? If your physical health is not in order and you got some ailment, precluding you or holding you back physically, and you're sick, or A, you're not, or B, you're not physically fit, and that's holding you back, or C, maybe you have some dependency issues, whether it be pills, alcohol, narcotics, something, you got some of those things holding you back. What's going to basically happen is you can have the best gear in the world on your back. And what's going to happen is you're going to end up like that guy in either your favorite survival horror movie, or if you like me, your favorite video game, right? You're going to be that guy that people come across, they see him laying on his freaking stomach, right? And he's got the best gear on his back and he's just dead. He didn't make it. You wonder why he didn't make it, right? Because he looks okay. Well, probably some sickness or something like that kills him. And what happens? Does everyone stop and look at him and go, oh, I wonder who his family was, and I wonder this and this and this? No, you know what they do? They walk over him, they start looting through his pack, they get the stuff they need, they put it in their pack, and they go, well, sucks to be him. They move on down the road. We don't want to be that guy, right? We don't want to be the guy that's laying there with all our nice gear we spent years getting, that gets looted, sucks to be him, and people move on past. Because I promise you, nobody's going to care about you at that point. That's it. You can have all the gear in the world, but honestly, guys, like I said, if your physical health, your mental health is not up to standard, you're just not going to make it. It's simple as that. So when it comes to, our health and stuff like that, we need to be more proactive. Every successful person out there, whether it be a bodybuilder, business person, law enforcement, whatever, every successful person out there will tell you they never procrastinate, right? They don't put off doing today for tomorrow. They're doers, right? They do it today. And that's what we need to do. Get yourself together today. Get yourself checked, get your physical and, mental health in order. And just go ahead and get it done, guys. Don't wait for it's too late. Like I said, so you strap to a hospital bed like me. Promise you, it sucks. This channel, guys, we talk a lot about tactics, right? And tactics are important. It's our bread and butter. It's something that I've learned for years and I enjoy teaching and I love doing. But the second part of this channel is minds, right? We're tactical minds. And why are we tactical minds? Well, because our mind is our most powerful weapon. Okay. I've said that in videos before. Our mind is our most powerful weapon, guys. And as long as we are always expanding our knowledge and learning new things, right? And always growing and taking this thing in our brain that, this brain and this mind and taking this thing up here that's so incredible. And we're filling it with knowledge constantly and setting our egos aside and realizing we can learn from everybody out there, right? And always striving to learn more. We're going to make ourselves that much more of a stronger person and that much harder to kill. All right, guys. So anyway, that's the video. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it as always. As always, guys, hey, stay safe, stay tactical, stay dangerous, stay up on your physical and mental health. All right. You guys have a great day. Thanks a lot. We're out.